Hello, it is time for phonics class. And how are you this morning, Scruffy? Oh, okay. Well, your hair's a little messy. Looks like you're not quite awake. All right. Today we're going to make a rhyming word for claw. Yeah, wow. Look at those nice claws. You proud of them? All right. You keep them trimmed? You want them long? All right, now we're going to talk about that in a little bit. And before we work on our worksheet, I just want to remind you of a few things. All right, so Scruffy, you wait and we'll get back to you. Up on my board, I have some words and I want to just remind you about the root words and suffixes. Usually we just add the suffix. We've got a root word and a suffix. Louder. And there's our root word loud and our suffix est, loudest. Little brother was louder than mom, but big brother was the loudest. Now, let's look at this one, smaller. Now, I have a bag that's small, kind of small, it's not too big. But I have another bag that is smaller. So that ER and EST, remember, are used to compare. So we've got small as our root word and is our suffix. And then, oh, look at this. I've got another bag. It is the smallest of the bags. So that's small and est. And if you remember, the root word is the word we begin with, the word we begin with, the word we begin with. The root word is the word we begin with. The suffix goes at the end, and so we circle the suffix, but we underline the root word. We have some more here. Do you see this one? What's the root word? Frost. And then your suffix is E and rainy. Now it's important to write the root words first when you're writing a word so you can really think about how to spell them. When you hear them with the suffix, sometimes it comes too fast and you really can't tell. So we're trying to learn to break those apart. It will help you a lot with your spelling. And we've got sleeps. And the S doesn't add another syllable because it doesn't have a vowel sound. And then we've got fall and ing. So fall is our root word. Now, the last one's a little bit tricky. What is the root word? Be careful on this one. Wag is the root word. I'm only underlining one G. Why? Because we added that extra G in there. Why did we add it in there? Because the suffix has a vowel sound and the A is a short vowel. And so we double the consonant, and I will send a link for a stretch break for you to hear that song again about glad has one D, but this is what's true. Gladder and gladdest have two. So you can help remember that. And you hear me humming that song, you know I'm hinting that you need those double consonants because the vowel is short. Remember, we only double them if there's one consonant there. We would not double it if we had soft and softer because we've already got two consonants. So remember, we talked about that last week. Let's also talk about our new sounds that we are learning today. I had them right here, but they seem to have walked off. Hold on a second. I'm back. Had to change the words on the board anyways. Found my cards. They were hiding from me. So today we're going to learn aw and ah. All right, so we've got aw in faucet. You know, my daughter's cat used to love to get on the sink, and with his paw that had a claw, he would play in the water in the sink, and I would say, aw, that is so cute. So I think of that when I think of aw in faucet. Do you have an animal that likes to play with the water in the faucet? Now this one, aw in saw. Notice it's not saw. A lot of people spell it with an L on the end. No, we don't pronounce it saw. We don't say, I have a saw or I saw the lion. No, it's I saw the lion. And this tool is a saw. And it's sharp. Ouch. Aw. I cut my finger on the saw. Now, sometimes we would say ow, but I want us to say aw. Aw, I cut my finger on the saw. Now, AW is a lot of times at the end of a word. Sometimes it has an N after it. But it's really hard to tell with these. So with AU, it's usually in the middle. Always in the middle. All right. So we kind of just have to memorize though. If you hear it at the end, it is probably AW. Let's go ahead and say these words with me. Raw. My vegetables are not cooked. They're raw. Lawn. Do you have a front lawn and a back lawn? Maybe you call it your yard. And claw. Oh, Scruffy's going to like that one. Now, when we go to make a rhyming word, which we're going to work on in just a minute on your papers, remember, you're changing the beginning of the word. The ending will stay the same. So all you have to do is think of some new consonants for the beginning. So you can go through your alphabet song and think of the consonants. You could also go through your consonant blends and think of, ST, staw. No, that wouldn't work. Maybe STR, maybe SPL, maybe DR, BL, GR. So you can try all different consonants or consonant blends at the front to make more rhyming words. All right, here we've got pause. Scruffy likes that word too. And draw and hawk. Scruffy likes that word too. He thinks they taste good. All right, let's look at the awe and faucet words. We've got cause. Can you say them with me? Fault. Paul. We know that's a name because it starts with a capital P, right? Launch. Pause. Now, this sounds a lot like the pause on this one, but this means to stop for a minute, like you do if I'm going too fast for you on a video and you press the button to pause it. That's this word. And saucer. Have you ever seen a cup with a saucer under it, like a teacup, and the saucer helps if it spills, it goes in the saucer instead of on the floor. All right, so let's look at our words up here. And remember that we're not doing the 2-vowel rule. So we're not going to, on this word launch, we're not going to mark the A long and the U silent. No, we're going to circle it as a special sound. They will launch the rocket at 9 o'clock. Fault. The boy admitted that it was his fault. Jigsaw. Here we go. AW. Notice it's at the end. Shawl. Oh, it's not at the end there, but it does have an L after it. Now, on your paper. So if you don't have your paper, then go get it. This is page, where is that? 95. And we're going to underline the word that rhymes. So you have to look with, the first word is cause. So just think of the ending sound. Oz. Oz. So what else has Oz in it? We'll do the first one together. Is it cost? No, that's ost, not Oz. It has to be the exact same, not the same spelling, the exact same sound as the first one. The beginning can be different, but the exact same ending sound. So cost, that's ost, not Oz. Clause, Oz. Yes, that one works. Let's try the last one. Saw, aw, cause, Oz. No, saw has aw, but it doesn't have Oz like cause. So your right answer that you should underline is the middle one, clause. Oh, Scruffy, he likes that one. Hopefully you're not going to get me with your claws, are you? I hope not. My daughter's cat used to attack me. Okay, now we've got draw. So you're going to look for something that has the ah sound at the end. So I think you can do those on your own, and when I see your paper, I'll check it and see how you're doing. Rhyming words, you have to go slowly on. You can't just rush through them because they can be tricky. In section 2, you're going to write 3 words that rhyme with claw. And we've already talked about that. In section 3, you're going to write an interrogative sentence using one or more of the above words. Remember what an interrogative sentence? An interrogative, say it with me, an interrogative sentence asks a question and ends with a question mark. Whoop, boink. Do you see a word you would like to use to ask a question up in section 1? Any of those words? All right, and don't forget to start it with a capital letter and put your question mark at the end. Let's do our puppy dog dictation. All right, in the first 2 blanks, and my voice is giving me trouble. I think it's just my allergies, but I went and got tested anyway, so we'll be sure. We've got 2 blanks here, so you're going to write 2 special sounds in the word that I say. Broken, broken. In the middle, you've got 1 blank, and you're going to write the special sound you hear in quietest. Quietest. It's at the end. Quietest. And these last 2 blanks right here are going to have the 2 special sounds in the word ashes. Ashes. Let's see what you got. Did you get for broken, BR and EN? Did you get for quietest, EST? And you can put that hyphen since it's a suffix, you don't have to. And how about for ashes? Did you get SH and ES? All right, those are what you should have gotten. Let's move down to the bottom and write some words. The first one is, I'll write it right there, crunches. Crunches. The next one is slowest. Slowest. And the last one is older. Older. All right, let's see how you did. Is crunches. CRUNCHES. How did you do? The next one was slowest. Soul, O in bowl, and then our suffix est in biggest. Slowest. The last one is older. Old in gold. Older. How'd you do? If you did well or you fixed your mistakes, you may draw a little bone in the puppy dog's mouth. Give him a bone. He did a good job. You did a good job. Let's see if there's anything I need to tell you about on the back. And no, read the directions, and I think you can finish it and figure it out. Now remember, I will tell you about section 3. When it says write clue words, so if you can't remember the clue words, look at your phonics charts. You know, because it's not just any word. They just want you to write the clue word. So you should know that because we've memorized the charts. And I'm gonna try to make a video, a stretch break video with some of the things from phonics that you can work on, and a little a little idea of things you can do to practice your phonics flashcards. You're going to need to practice your chart 10 index cards tonight. So everybody should have already made those. Those are the blue ones. And if you listen to my video for the stretch break, then it'll show you a little game you can do with those cards with your parents tonight to practice that, or today. Usually it's homework, but you can do it today. You don't have to wait till tonight. All right, stay well, and I'm praying for you.